take a nap. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you feel like you're really taking a time back here if someone drives you?
I can really relax, and I've got my drinks in the fridge and just take a nap. Well, I didn't know, I'd never seen this car before, so I initially just saw the exterior and was impressed and wanted to just find out more about it.
And the finish and the quality of build is definitely superior. Reminds me of Emirates Air first class.
In fact, the seat was actually designed by a guy who designed, I don't know his name exactly, but like he designed the private jet seats.
Okay.
For Gulfstream.
That's what it feels like. It feels
where it's
like
at.
riding in a private jet.
Yeah.
That reaction you just saw, that's not a NIO owner. That's not a fanboy. That's someone in the middle of Silicon Valley, Apple Park, Stanford, the actual heart of American tech, getting into a car that they cannot even legally buy in this country. And I think that's the most important thing happening in the EV world right now that almost nobody in the US is talking about. Today, I'm reacting to a video from a channel called DCD Cars. Now, I have absolutely no idea who these people are, but they've been able to do something that I haven't seen anybody else do. They took NIO's flagship ET9 and drove it straight into the belly of Americans' tech culture and just let people react. No script, no PR handler. Let's get into it. So just what exactly did DCD Cars do? They took the ET9 and drove it to Apple Park, to Google, to NVIDIA, to Stanford, and just let people sit in it and react. I'm talking a mix of people. I'm talking developers, engineers, mechanical engineers, people from the fashion industry, financiers, and others. Basically, people that can afford this car. This is not a technical review. You've already heard plenty of those from half the people on YouTube. What DCD Cars did was pretty much a social experiment. Take a $100,000 plus Chinese luxury EV and put it in front of people that build the hardware and software that power half the planet, and see what they say when the cameras roll and there's no script.
This is so spacious. Is it like a limo? Can I have it?
Hi, Nomi。
我来啦。
打开左后排车窗。
好的。
What's her name?
Nomi.
Nomi, I need a girlfriend.
You like this car?
I love this car. The luxury is comfortable, it's very nice, it's well designed.
Nap. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you feel like you're really taking a time back here if someone drives you?
I can really relax, and I've got my drinks in the fridge.
Okay, she kind of looks like Charlize Theron. I know it's not her, I'm just saying she looks like her, okay?
And I've got my drinks in the fridge and just take a nap. Well, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I'd never seen this car before,
she's used to
so
money.
I initially just saw the exterior and was impressed and wanted to just find out more about it.
I'm a fifth-year computer science student here at Stanford, doing my master's. A little bit like a Porsche, maybe, like the SUV version. I mean, it looks kind of like a sports car.
I think it's very sleek. It looks very modern and nice.
That's not a Tesla. It's a little beefy, and I kind of like that because I'm a little bit of a bigger person. So, and no, plus the cameras are kind of give it like this.
The camera's a LiDAR system, so it's for autonomous driving.
The impression looks expensive. I mean, I've owned a lot of cars. I could tell the difference between cars that won't want to look expensive and ones that actually are.
What do you own right now? What is your
my daily driver is a Porsche Taycan.
Okay.
And then I've got an S580 that I use for clients. The overall look of it, the hood, sweeping hood, it's got a Maybach look to it.
Very long wheelbase.
Yeah, this pushback cabin, I like it. Definitely can feel that the fit and the finish and the quality of build is definitely superior. Reminds me of Emirates Air first class.
In fact, the seat was actually designed by a guy who designed, I don't know his name exactly, but like he designed the private jet seats.
Okay.
For Gulfstream.
That's what it feels like. It feels
where it's
like
at.
riding in a private jet. It's definitely got that feel to it.
It's nice. I mean, this is like nice material and stuff. It looks pretty roomy. I like that you can talk to it because like sometimes the screens I think are a little distracting, but like if you can talk to it, that probably makes it a lot easier to do stuff now. I like this too, the dashboard. That's super cool.
I think in particular, like in California, is booming. It's already been booming.
因为在美国，你基本上找不到一个在同等级别有这样的质感、这样的智能，加上驾驶体验综合实力很强的车，我觉得是对美国市场是一个降维打击吧。
Yeah, sure. I'm a software engineer in the Silicon Valley. I work in Google. It's really advanced, and then I like this idea about like changing batteries stuff. It's giving you a much more faster experience about hitting those like main pinpoints.
Ooh, in China, I believe company executives and business owners, people that get driven around. It's a face car, but it's really advanced. NIO seems like it's the Chinese answer to Tesla. But they went in a completely different direction. But I think what's really interesting and exciting is the swap network. Here, there's a lot of charging anxiety. It seems like NIO definitely engineered a solution for that.
So from an engineering standpoint, the thing that's interesting about it isn't the looks, it's the architecture. A full 900-volt system in a production car, most of the industry is still at just 400. This tells me that the people that are behind this are willing to do the hard, expensive thing. A fully active suspension. I've read all the papers on hydraulic active systems, actuators that can put force into each wheel independently. At a rate that people can actually pay for, it's genuinely difficult. So if they pulled it off, it's quite an achievement.
By a combustion engine. That's going back in terms of technology and stuff like that. So yeah, Norway is we are very far ahead on EV cars. I think it's I think 2026 is the year we would stop selling like other cars than EV cars.
Chinese brands are definitely they're more engaged to make the car better year by year with those competitions. All those brands like Xiaomi, like Xiaopeng, like Weilai, they are kind of like just competing, like trying to make better experience for the users.
Is there anything you want to say to Chinese audience?
You guys make really nice cars.
So I stopped by Stanford, talked to someone who was really interested in the car, really curious just about what the car was, what it was about, what was inside, and they were really impressed with the technology, the features, and then just the luxury as well.
How about you, Omar?
Same thing at Apple Park. People didn't react to it as a Chinese car. They reacted to it as like a flagship luxury sedan, and they compared it to Maybach S-Class 7 Series, and they really liked the technology, like the Skyride system. I showed them the back seat, the reclining seat, the comforts that come along with it. Definitely blown away by it.
I mean, the conclusion we came up with is that this is a flagship. When I mentioned to the person I was talking to that this has 402 miles on a full charge, they were really relieved. They're like, wow, that's great. Because range anxiety is a big thing here in the US. So how far you can go on a full charge really matters. But when you add battery swapping technology, that option at all, being able to go to a fully charged battery in 3 minutes, that really changes everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's what luxury is about, right? It's about making life simpler, making it easier, the ownership experience easier overall. BMW, Mercedes, and Audi will definitely be worried.
For sure.
Now, before this turns into NIO is about to take over America, let's be honest about what this video actually proves and what it doesn't. It proves the car lands, put in front of the people with genuinely elite taste and disposable income in the most car-agnostic, tech-forward city in America. It holds up. That's real. It's not nothing. What it doesn't prove is that NIO is coming to America anytime soon. Because the obstacles here have almost nothing to do with the car itself. 25% Section 301 tariffs. Chinese-made EVs plus the broader EV tariff stack make direct import a non-starter at any competitive price. You have connected vehicle restrictions. The Commerce Department's rules on Chinese and Russian software and hardware in connected vehicles effectively bar NIO's current tech stack from US roads regardless of tariffs. You have non-US manufacturing footprint. Unlike some Chinese brands eyeing Mexico plants, NIO hasn't signaled any serious localized production plan for the US market. And then finally, you have zero charging/service infrastructure. That means even setting BaaS aside, battery as a service, there's no US service network, no parts pipeline, nothing. This is the same trap I see people fall into on both sides of the NIO conversation. Either the car is amazing, so it's inevitable, or it's Chinese, so it's never gonna come to America. I think both of those, they kind of skip the actual analysis. The car being genuinely good is a necessary condition for NIO succeeding in the US. It was never the sufficient one. So where does that leave the optimism? Well, it's clearly not in the NIO dealerships opening next year, okay? That's not realistic under the current policy. I think it lies in something quieter, but arguably more important, the reputational groundwork. Every video like this one, every Silicon Valley engineer, every unscripted, wait, this is way nicer than I expected. This chips away at the reflexive dismissal that's dominant in the US conversation about Chinese EVs. Trade policy changes, administrations change, tariff structures get renegotiated. What doesn't come back easily once lost is a brand's reputation, okay? NIO is quietly banking reputation in the US right now, okay? One viral reaction video at a time. Years before it can legally, well, hopefully not years, but possibly years before it can legally sell a single car here. That's the long game, okay? And I think that's the one they should be playing. And if the policy landscape ever shifts, which I don't doubt that it won't, I think that it will, you know? I don't doubt that it will. I don't doubt that it won't. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna shift eventually. So let's say NIO just gets a JV manufacturing deal here with another company like Ford down the line, you know? It's like NIO won't be walking into like an America as an unknown, you know? It'll be walking in as the car Silicon Valley already said was better than they expected. Now I want to be fair here too. A few honest caveats. Curated reactions from a handful of people on camera are not a representative sample. DCD Cars pick their clips, same as I'm picking mine right now, okay? Silicon Valley tech workers are about the most Chinese EV-friendly demographic that exists in America. Their reaction doesn't necessarily generalize to, say, a Midwest luxury buyer cross-shopping a Cadillac, if you get my drift. None of this changes the tariff and the regulatory math in the near term. Reputation is a long-term asset, not a substitute for market access. I'd rather just go ahead and flag that up front than pretend one reaction video settles the argument. Okay, so where does that leave us? Genuine question for the comment section, okay? If the policy barriers in the US disappeared tomorrow, would you cross-shop an ET9 against, like, let's say an S-Class or a Lucid Air? Or is it the Chinese EV labeling thing is just too much and it's, you know, too much work for you to handle, okay? So let me know in the comment section. But big thanks to DCD Cars for putting that video together. It's genuinely one of the more interesting NIO videos I've come across this year. and it deserves way more attention than it's gotten. I mean, I think the most videos on one of the videos is like 50 views or something crazy. So go check out that channel, guys. I'll link it below. If you want more info like this, more real analysis of what's actually standing between Chinese EVs and the US market, not just hype or dismissal, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.